What's up, guys? We have a problem. We have a big problem, but it's a good problem. It's not a bad problem. All right? Problem, actually, the more problems you have, the happier you are. Why? Because happiness is the overcoming of known barriers or problems. So if you don't have any problems, then you're going to be devastated. You want a lot of problems, but you want also to have the ability to resolve these problems. You have a lot of problems, you handle all the problems, and you feel really good, really happy about yourself when you handle problems. Anyway, that's my 15-second piece of philosophy of the day. So what is the problem? The problem is that I sent you guys a few videos about getting trade shows, and I'm getting a lot of calls, texts, emails about people wanting to do all these shows, right? As a matter of fact, one lady has already 5 shows lined up for the next couple of months. So I had to implement a system to put an admin on my end and make sure I keep track of everyone's shows, so I don't put a stop on your end. Every show you want to do, I can pay for it and we can get you going. Now, the way we're going to work is you do your research, you find about a show, and then you're going to send me an email with this information. Alright, so you want to write it down or save it, or you can watch this video. If you're working with my assistant and she's finding shows for you, she might be able to find all this information for you, send it to you. If you want to do it, then she'll just send me the email so I can put it in my calendar. Alright, so what information do I need? When you do a show, the first thing is the dates. So you're going to put Saturday and Sunday, March 4th and 5th. If it's only one day, you just put whatever, let's say Friday, June 2nd. Good. Second, the cost. You're going to put $75 or $100 or $800. We're going to do a show that is going to cost $1,100 in the next few weeks. Sometimes they ask you for a percentage, like 10%, 20% of the sales. So you're going to put that there, so I'm aware of it. The third information is method of payment. Usually it's with a credit card. Sometimes they require you to send a check or money order. The best ones are the ones that tell you fill out the form, send it through email or whichever way you want to do it. Sometimes it's just over the phone, and then you pay either cash or with a check the day you start the show. That is a good one, because if an emergency happens and you cannot make the show, then you don't have to pay for it. Now I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you, if you want to do a show, let's say a month from now, and it costs $500, and you're committed to it, and I pay the $500, and then for whatever reason you cannot make the show, well, first we'll try to get the money back, but that usually doesn't work, so I will be out $500. You have a few options here. You can either pay me back for the show that you didn't do, and everything will continue as normal. Number 2 is you can start paying for your own shows from there on. Number 3 is that you just don't do any more shows. If you don't have the money to do it, I cannot upfront you the money if you don't pay me back. Okay, name of the show. I put an example here. Well, let's say if the name of the show is the McAllen Airplane Show, then you don't need to put the type of show because it's self-explained. If it's the Houston Home and Garden Show, that's all I need. But sometimes, and I put it here, the name of the show will be called The Winter Show. So what kind of show is it? You might say street vending. That would be in the case that they close the streets, and then winter show because it's winter. It could be a winter show, but it's really a farmer's market or a county fair or a trade show. Sometimes it's called like the, I've seen some like the spirit show. Body, mind, and spirit. Well, what kind of show is it? Well, it would just be a regular trade show. Okay, people expected. I put an example there, 1,500 people expected. That's good information. Do your research. If they tell you they're expecting 5,000 people, ask them how many people went there last year. If it's the first time they do it, then It's a little bit risky. I will still do it, but it's a little bit risky. City and state, that's good information to know. Now, in the people expected, it also depends the type of show, okay? If you're gonna do a show that is 10,000 people going, and they charge $100, but it might be a flea market, or it might be a farmer's market, well, you're probably gonna sell, if you're lucky, you're gonna sell like 5 to 10 sheets. Now you could do another show that costs $500, and only 1,000 people go, but it's a high-end show. It's like a jewelry show, for instance. In a jewelry show, these ladies will buy 5, 10 sheets at a time. So, if you have any questions about this, email me or call me or text me. You have my number and my email. I hope so. This is the information that I would need, and it will make it a lot easier for me, for you, and it will speed up the process, okay? Alright guys, make a lot of money.